All right, let's get the show started!
Jake Paul says he was in deep negotiations to box Tank Davis, planning Anthony Joshua fight in 2026. Jake Paul is coming for the biggest names in boxing. Since kickstarting the influencer boxing movement 5 years ago, Paul has established himself as one of the biggest names in the sweet science, both as an entertainer and a promoter. And though he's yet to prove himself as a legitimate top-tier boxer, that hasn't stopped Paul from courting some of the biggest names in the sport. Paul was even linked to a possible matchup with Canelo Alvarez earlier this year before that ultimately fell through, but that's not the only missed opportunity for the YouTube sensation. According to Paul, he also missed out on a chance to share the ring with WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis. Yeah, it was highly talked about and in negotiations, and almost ready to make happen, Paul told IFL TV when asked about the Davis rumor. But he has to do his rematch with Lamont and get that W. Then we'll be able to run it back. But me and Gervonta were scheduled to fight, for sure. Paul has been criticized in his boxing career for taking fights against older and smaller opposition, and while Davis is still in the prime of his career, such a bout would have had a massive weight discrepancy. Davis currently competes at lightweight, with a limit of 135 pounds. Paul, meanwhile, most recently had a heavyweight bout against Mike Tyson where he weighed 227 pounds. But Paul isn't only looking for fights against men half his size. The problem child also revealed he's in early talks with former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua for a bout sometime next year. We're going to plan that for 2026, Paul said. I talked to Anthony on the phone. He called me up and was like, I saw you called me out. Let's run it. Let's make it happen. Joshua is not opposed to taking the odd circus fight. Last March, he brutally knocked out former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou in Ngannou's second boxing match. Unfortunately, the former unified heavyweight champion then lost his most recent bout, getting knocked out by Daniel Dubois this past September.